into this game number 1. Both of these teams really wanting to win. For OG.LATAM, it's looking on the verge of being eliminated if they don't manage to come away with the victory here. And for Shopify, they're trying to create some separation and pull themselves back into contention to give themselves a clean shot of making it through and maybe not having to play tiebreakers. But we'll see as the pause finishes up. Everybody heads out across the map to their various different areas.
Did I just see that we can vote for the next hero at esl.gg/lore? Is that what I just saw?
What?
Who would you pick, Lyrical, for a lore keeper video on?
Probably Camilla is who I'm voting for. Oh, wait, are we talking about who's going to win Survivor? What are we talking about here?
Damn, dude. This guy's in it deep. He becomes the dad who watches Survivor. Wow. You're gone. He's gone.
Shout out to anybody that agrees with me. Yeah. Let's slow down.
Yeah, I started watching Survivor and Formula One, actually. I'm Hey, did you see White Lotus last night? Yeah.
Listen, you got to do what you got to do, okay? That's the problem.
I understand. You can making normie friends at daycare. It's all over. It's what happens.
Listen, dude, I built a pergola. What can I say?
I built a pergola.
Oh, shit. DreamLeague is surrounded. Speaking of pergola, he is in a lot of pergola trouble, which is the thing.
Yeah, that's what you got?
How have we not body blocked? Like, I don't understand. Well, it doesn't matter. Dude, despite the undulation, it's still going to be DreamLeague.
Imagine, though. Imagine.
Oh, my God, DreamLeague! You're the
4
greatest.
bounty runes!
He's the best.
XD.
Freaking DreamLeague. Unbelievable here.
Wait, tower kill, too? Oh, my God, they didn't even get first blood.
Oh, my God.
He's incredible.
That was insane.
I mean, that's got to be worth at this point. Surely that's worth. 4 bounty runes. They don't even get the first blood gold. The waves are in a weird spot because they didn't have any chance to do any blocking.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Dude, he was undulating for sure.
So much undulating. They weren't ready for the undulations. That was the problem.
So this down here is going to be an interesting matchup. So I think, oh no, he fucked up, Village. All right, he didn't fuck up that bad, but having to drop that ion shell on there kind of sucks. It does maintain consistent control and pulling the wave back. The thing I want to watch for here is if they try and go all in on Ursa at like level 2. Ursa is killable if you can get him at that like early phase, and I think that's why Yamato actually, or why Tomato got a Fairy Fire. As top waves, Hell Screen. Oh, that's my fault. I was baiting the observer. Hell Screen goes down to Hector, and then Hector dies to the combination.
All right, there we go. We'll get some actual blood up here in this top lane. Some first bloods, not to the tower. And a little carried, or rather a courier delivery here from Hellscream. DreamLeague, keeping a little happier. But this lane up top, I mean, DreamLeague, obviously a Medusa, a great hero versus PA in the laning stage because of the power of the wand. You get a lot of value out of that mana charge, and she's just going to keep chucking them at you. So you've always got the fear of just being able to pop your wand. And on top of that, once we get level 2, there'll be a chakra, and he should be pretty much unkillable.
Yeah, absolutely. Consistently able to stand in that lane. Shouldn't run into too much issue, but I also do wonder like if there's going to be a point, I guess with the Illuminate Blasts and like mana stake spam, they might be able to really mess with Hector a bit here. I mean, even little things like that where you take away a last hit with just one little Gorgon's Grasp is pretty annoying to deal with for PA.
Yeah, Hellscream's even grabbing a couple of these CS on the small camp here too with these Illuminates. Very much a nuisance. And again, all this before you even hit Shock.
Mid. Go Paj. Ooh, buddy. All right, he had a Fairy Fire and a Water Run. He's baiting.
Sir.
Oh, he was baiting too hard. Dark Mago caught him. That's not what you want to have happen.
Oh, whoops. Man, he thought he had it, I guess, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Tower armor, not enough to keep him safe here as we battle up for the Lotuses.
DreamLeague completely out of mana, but will...
Needs two. There it is.
And they jump onto Hellscream. Not able to do anything else. Yeah, Divine Llama will just throw a snake. And I mean, you can see this is a very back and forth type of game up here where, you know, playing around the chakra can get really testy.
Meanwhile, down bottom, we just have like a no real lane situation happening here.
Yeah.
Illich and Elmisho just creating their own laning stage near the small camp as opposed to actually playing anywhere nearby Tomato.
And Skem still doesn't have leap.
Yeah, little. I think that's why he's playing on the low ground too. He's just a little bit too scared going up there, and rightfully so.
These like weird half pull things going on. Tomato finds Illich now, is going to force out the surge, and now you can't really come back into lane easily. This is the battle with Ursa that goes on. Is up top, they're just going to keep on farming away and making sure that the heals versus the mana snake spam continues.
Elmisho's doing some real shenanigans down here, huh?
Yeah,
I think he's dead.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, nice snowball though. Wait, hold on.
Maybe a deny. Nice.
Got him.
Illich almost dying to Ancients. As up top, they're also starting to lose moves. Yeah, Illich is okay. All right. Okay. Trent, it's not going well bottom, okay?
We'll say he bought out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we'll say. I mean, he was pushing it to the limit. You know, he started jungling there with like 80 HP or something, I think. So,
right.
It was destined to happen.
I mean, that is the problem, right? You saw how close he was to getting level 4. If you manage to get that level 4 by like killing off a creep wave, suddenly you get a heal back up to like 15% HP and mana or whatever.
Right.
And so it can be worth it sometimes to do that, but you have to just be really careful that you're not dying when it's happening.
Don't do that. Got it.
Yeah.
Look where Elmisho is right now, hey? Yeah, look at this.
And look at
They're
Mago,
fatal bonzing.
Yopaj? Dark Mago? No, he's fine. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Coming in and trying to take that away.
And a lot of that was with the Iron Shell too, of course, so giving the gold over to the Darkseer.
They got a lot of those. That was a nice little way to catch up there. Stealing these whenever possible.
It's also with the Warlock being gone too, so we just have Hector on his own, but he's still free farming. It is going to start opening up some more farm here for Divine Llama. That'll be the trade-off, but I think he'll be happy with that if your PA is going to get to a battlefield in a decent time. Certainly a necessity on this hero. Likewise, Ursa free farming, because Tomato has just been dodged this whole laning stage since we've talked about this Ursa versus Darkseer counter. The Darkseers don't like playing against it because it's so vulnerable to getting killed because of Fury swipes. As we got one tap on that courier. See you later. Mr. Windlace.
Skem is doing a really good job of like being annoying this entire time. And you can see like these little denies that he's getting in there, super important. Not just for like, because you need all that experience to try and get to 5. And Tomato, oh, good shards block off. That is nice.
And it's also all these nuisances that Skem is incurring upon them means that they never have a chance to go for those kills on Tomato, as you said. Because like there is the opportunity. If you have the Iron Shells, it can be done. Now they are going to go for the kill. They're bringing down Dark Mago with an Arcane Rune. They want somebody to die here. But I don't think it's going to happen now.
I mean, he can chase, but yeah, underneath the tower is maybe a bit too much. Yeah, this feels bad. You would love to be able to make one of these kills happen because you've got Surge, you know, you have Sprint, you've got Iron Shells that can get thrown on, and just nothing coming of it.
Yeah, he is, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's still doing pretty well, obviously. Like, he's still ahead of Yopaj, as Yopaj goes back for some camps right now here, as you can see. So he's still got a ways to go for his items. It's a little easier to rotate pre-blink on the slider in comparison to the Tiny, but it's not great, as we just saw. So they definitely need like a snowball and an Iron Shell and need to get themselves a bit of a kill here.
I think one of the problems is that you can't go for a kill on Medusa, basically. right? Like, she doesn't care about the minus armor. And so you can only go on Tiny, which isn't like a great kill necessarily, or you can go down bottom for like the Ursa and supports.
Yeah. They also just walked right by that ward and didn't be warded by the bottom runes. That kind of sucks. Dark Mago was like looking mid as his hero just like wandered past it. So no free gold for him.
Motto. He's fine. Runs away afterwards. Yeah,
Okay, am I crazy? There we go.
What's going on?
Hey. He just walked by it again, but then he turned around and got it. The ward is down.
So they do continue to farm up, and waiting for Illich's first item, I guess, is probably the play now that those early potential kills have not happened. So you can maybe make some type of a battle happen with a mech, maybe around that 15-minute mark when the Tormentor spawns. And definitely on the side of Shopify, they're not feeling under much pressure to get things done besides eventually DeVai taking this tower with the Meteor Hammer. Everybody's just farming.
Yeah, I mean, Moves is like playing an RTS right now. He was pinging the Ancient Camp and told Hector to go farm that right now. He was like, you go farm that. I'm going to heal you. Told him to run over there. Now he's pinging a tower. Hey, Hector, come back. Farm over here. I don't know why Moose is in control, but that's how it is. He ate his Grimoire a little early. He's been holding the sticks. Like he wants to do something with it, or he was a bit worried they were going to jump his PA maybe. I'm not sure. And I'm just going to set some stacks as he comes to help defend mid. Maybe worried there's some pressure coming. It'll be an Invis rune for Yopaj. This could be a freebie. Someone like a Warlock would die very easily to this.
Yeah. Oh, instead TP's bottom to find... Oh, he wanted Darkseer, but it's El Misho. I mean, they will take that kill. So the first one that we've gotten in a while in this game, as its score is just 2-3. Something to watch there.
Huge numbers, much like our last game of 42-3 here.
That's right.
That would be so, guys. Last game, imagine if Shopify now just got 40 kills straight. That's what just happened to Gaming Gladiators. I just want to reiterate what a stomp that is, because that is absurd.
Yeah, no, it is definitely. I mean, I feel like that was one of those moments that like everything was kind of falling apart, and you're just trying to hold on to whatever you could do. Back behind the tower, though, Yopaj finds 2. They're already got down the wall, but there's just nothing there.
Quick reaction there, and yeah, cancels out everything. No play, and now the item is up here for DeVai. The hammer is here. The rotation is coming from Skem. There's no Moonlight Shadow ready quite yet, and now the teammates are also coming to defend this. So if he tries to overextend too much with the hammer, DeVai might get punished. Let's see if they have a plan.
Looking.
No plan. Easy tower. All right, Medusa game plan online. This is something that we have not seen in our Medusa cast so far on this stream, for us at least, is the Medusa having a successful laning stage. She has been shut down a few times. We've had the big Doom counter pick with some mana burn involved. We've had people just invading, taking her stacks and then pressuring from behind. But in this one, DeVai, they traded free farm for PA for free farm for Medusa. See if that comes back to bite them all.
Absolutely. And well, they look stun, control, Dark Mago tries to get away there for a moment and will be able to. Arrow comes out, but they're not going to land on anybody. Yopaj, the amp damage onto El Misho, a toss. I mean, they're kind of just bullying here and going to be able to go for the full commitment.
There's a Blink Dagger on Dark Mago. There's Battle Fury's picked up on both Hector as well as Tomato right now. Do they want to reveal the Blink mid right now? I mean, you have the Golem. You got to feel like they want this. Is Darkseer coming? Illich, he's TPing. Okay, this is the fight. But the tower, it's getting low.
Your hammer off the mark. They get the stun, the snowball for the follow-up. DeVai in some trouble. Hector jumps in, but look at all of the mana. Is it going to matter, though? DeVai still low, gets the ulti off. Vacuum back, connects onto 2. A Fatal Bonds, the runaway. And it looks like they do have enough. They take down DeVai eventually. Hellscream has already died. And OG make a move that was very much needed.
Oh,
wait,
maybe one more? Close one. Okay, yeah,
Dude,
big
that
stuff here for
tower.
OG.
That tower's so close to dead.
Barely at 37 HP, not a big deal. Yeah, that was a good defense. And kind of scary too, because when they ran back in there and we saw the chakra thrown on from Hellscream, I thought, uh-oh, like the turnaround actually looked maybe possible, but Hector didn't come. So, sorry, I mean, Tomato didn't come when Hector did. So the fact you don't have the Ursa, they're bringing the PA, they've outnumbered you. PA's got better mobility at this point in the game as well with the 4 points of Phantom Strike, so she's going to be all over an engagement like that. Didn't really have a chance to fight back. And now they're on him again. No Stone Gaze.
DreamLeague
Clean it up.
Does he have a way out? Arrow connects onto Illich. It's not that much, and they don't have wall, which makes this fight a little bit harder. They actually come back in, and they manage to get the chakra off onto DreamLeague to turn this. So with 2 already dead, can they find moves on the way out? Doesn't look like it. Interesting.
Kind of throwing in the body here from Scam, I think, to to get the save really on DreamLeague. And he is doing quite well. It's farming towards that Atos. We might get an earlier timing on that Radiance this game. The old 3rd item Medusa Radiance, which is somehow the standard build. It's weird, but alas, here we are.
These Meteor Hammer moves, they're getting done what they need to get done. I mean, the way it's going, I do kind of feel like if you can get into a decent timing on an Aegis for Tomato, there's like some very strong, like just end the game type of dynamics, or at least shut down so much of the map that OG could be feeling pretty bad. And it looks like they're getting set up to come and defend this Tormentor, which Shopify are heading towards already. They have Golem back up at 18. Can they get it in time? It looks like it's not going to happen. It's so quick with the Ursa.
Yeah, definitely his biggest benefit of this hero right now.
Mako looks like they want to fight for the second salvo. Yopaj, Abatos, Meteor Hammer lands, immediately gone. Oh, that was big.
I don't know. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know how that's a play if you're... That looked like someone who had a Darkseer Blink and a Phantom Assassin ready with an Iron Shell. You know?
Yeah.
I guess he was hoping that some people had TP'd out and he was going to catch some stragglers. But they weren't really making any big moves. I mean, Ursa's gone through the gate now, but they're going to continue this pressure here with the Meteor Hammer. And definitely not feeling like you can defend without a blinking Slardar.
I mean, I think some of that is also just a testament to how well Shopify made that move, and they took it with Ursa taking basically no damage. Weird dynamic there as Skem gets blown up, but then the Gorgon Grasp lands onto 2. They get the Golem to try and turn it, and now immediately onto Yopaj. He is dead. DreamLeague gets bashed. No way out as of yet, and as the Stone Gaze wears off, the rest of the team is going to start to move in, and DreamLeague, no man's land, he is gone. So
advantage gone.
Yeah, like it immediately flips.
It really does. Yeah, that was great. I mean, they completely ignored the Medusa at the start of the fight. That is the dream, right? Let her just throw her spells out and try and focus everyone else as fast as you can. And these Tinies, when they go for this quick Blink Dagger, they're still really vulnerable the second they can't utilize it. They're still a relatively low armor hero when you're playing as a Slardar. And now, yeah, you lost the Tormentor to an Ursa, but they've got Roche on their mind since they do have a Slardar and a PA. They're going to respect them for now, though. Not going to keep doing it, especially with a Coddle here. Very annoying hero to contest the Roche bit with.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if they had level 2 Slardar ulti, they could finish it too. Because also, like, PA has this casual Blightstone, and then you've got, like, the Orb of Destruction too. There's maybe a chance he could have done it then, but instead, it does look like Shopify are getting in position themselves.
Yeah, and if you guys want to play Coddle, look what Hellscream just did, okay? He popped his ulti, he TP'd bottom, blasted out the waves that were coming for his tier 1 tower, then recalled himself back to the Roche pit, and then recalled someone else into the Roche pit. And this is the kind of stuff that we talk about, like lane control being super important right now in this patch. That's why Coddle's really broken. It's not...
Instead, it does look like Shopify are getting in position themselves.
Yeah, and if you guys want to play Coddle, look what Hellscream just did, okay? He popped his ulti, he TP'd bottom, blasted out the waves that were coming for his tier 1 tower, then recalled himself back to the Roche pit, and then recalled someone else into the Roche pit. And this is the kind of stuff that we talk about, like lane control being super important right now in this patch. That's why Coddle's really broken. It's not just these chakra things. It's the ability to farm a ton of gold as support, and he's getting gold that otherwise would have been left out like on the map. Like it would have just vanished into nothingness, right? He's not stealing from his allies. He's creating more gold for the team.
Yeah, it's the Tinker effect, basically. But then also on top of that, you can TP to your allies too.
Yeah.
Or you can get your allies to TP to you too, rather.
Yeah. Get to do all kinds of shenanigans.
Well, 18 minutes and a 2,000 gold lead, 5-9. It is Shopify with the Aegis, but doesn't really feel sort of... I don't feel at any point right now like OG is getting shut out. I think that they could win any fight that they decide to take, even through the Aegis. It just depends upon what the initiation is like and how the fight breaks down.
Yeah, we're very bursty from both sides too. So like there's a chance that they just get the explosion onto Illich. Like if the Darkseer falls right away and doesn't get to pop his mech, his pipe, his essence ring, that's going to be a pretty big problem here for OG.LATAM. Likewise though, you know, Slardar Crush. He doesn't have the shard yet, which is the best way that you get the Slardar burst down, because it's just like instantaneous and the PA jumps at the same time. That would really help, but either way, the burst is there for both teams. So a lot of it's going to be about vision to see who gets that first big jump into the engagement. And also, can you find this fight before Hellscream has Ags, because he is farming this very quickly. He just got another component here, and it won't be long before it's out on him.
That window will be interesting to watch how it matches up with the BKB windows, which are also just completed on Hector, and Slardar working on his. Next couple of minutes will be interesting and probably determine a lot of how the rest of this game goes. Aegis in hand. Whoa! That blink away.
Yeah, not even scared, huh?
I mean, that's crazy because they're showing Devi up top too. Like, Ursa's alone here. Are they going to go on him?
Going
Jump? Crush? Bash? The rest of the team can't quite get there in time. And I don't know. It feels like a little bit of maybe miscommunications or something. He just used Surge. Illich Mech trying to turn it. Golem down. Has the vacuum. Pulls him back into the wall. Big damage out onto Tomato. Dying to the Golem. Is still alive, but finally is going to be brought down once. That's just the Aegis. No more Tiny either, and PA trying to return back to the rest of the squad to get the blink away from the Ursa. And jump. Caught. He's dead. The follow-up, maybe there's more. I mean, yeah. Hector's here now too. Catching on to Skem, trying to run. Stomp, not quite there. Crush, Skems, bound, and kill. Devi Llama outside the base, and Hector is just going to retreat away. But a big moment right there as they managed to burst through the Aegis.
Man, that was really interesting. I did not think chasing the Aegis was going to pay off for them there. Because I was thinking, like, right. Oh, there's 2.5 minutes, and Shopify felt like they were going to struggle to actually get a good use of this Aegis. I feel like pushing towers wasn't going to look super comfortable with it. So it almost looked like a good opportunity, but they just blow up the Tiny so early. Like, Yopaj gets taken out of the engagement. That's a lot of their burst damage. And then everyone's trying to play around this Ursa respawn and can't do anything. Yeah, Yopaj jumps right in, gets bonded, and just explodes here.
I think some of it is that they kind of felt like, okay, we see PA top. There's no way they're going to fight us here. But with the 4 heroes that they had, it was enough to take down the Tiny and the Ursa. But it was a really weird fight because like the 2 most important heroes for the teams like weren't there in the battle. Like the Medusa and the PA. These fights have kind of tended to sort of revolve around.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good call. Like you said, just the vision that they had from OG.LATAM, recognizing that, hey, we can at least make things really awkward to start for this Ursa, and ends up working out because of it. Now, they do have 2 big Ags coming out, actually. They have the Coddle Ags done, and Tomatoes is nearly complete here. So we'll have the Enrage Aghanim Scepter here. Not going for a BKB or a Nullifier right away. Wants that first Dark Mago.
He's in the river, but won't be able to get away.
Not slippery enough, unfortunately.
We are also seeing some from the side of OG try and go for those Yule Scepters. We're seeing it on the Tusk. And then Warlock has his queued up too. It's going to be a while for that one. But obviously a great answer for Ursa with no thoughts right now of getting into a BKB.
Trust the team. Trust in the power of the Will-O-Wisp and the cooldowns of the BKBs on the enemy team eventually whittling down. I mean, Hector did use his 9-second to just chase a Mirana to death in your base. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like you'll take that as Skem.
Team on the side of OG maybe getting together for a smoke play. Yeah.
I really like the choice of the Ghost Scepter as well for Illich. This idea of just, you know, he's recognizing how would I die in this fight? It's probably going to be Tomato, you know. Get myself some safety there. It's going to be a long time before he's a Nullifier. He's going for it next, but plenty of time to get good use out of this. Goals for the teams right now. Obviously, the Aegis is gone. The Tormentor's not back for another couple of minutes here. Getting a big PA is really the big solution here for the side of OG.LATAM, right? Like, that's just how you play a draft like this. And Shopify Rebellion, though, you know, if they take their time pressing forward as OG.LATAM, Divine Llama gets pretty scary with the Scythe and the Radiance, which is now done. Skem's got one more lead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. They went in far. Now under Will-O-Wisp, Tomato finds, and they're going to kill the Tusk. El Misho is gone. Now, they are playing around this. Could cliff some people here. Divine Llama, not necessarily the person you want to throw up on the cliff, but they throw him up there. Now the Golem is dropped. No follow-up. Arrow connects onto Illich. Force staff to the low ground. Oh, no. And Moo's also going to get caught. And Will-O-Wisp again.
Dark Mago's playing nearby, almost thinking about something, but they're not going to go back in. Again, still no shard on this Slardar. He's still trying to get the BKB. He could buy the recipe in a second here and then disassemble if he wants. But I don't know if they're even going to be fighting enough for that to be worth it.
Right.
So the main issue you just saw there from the side of OG.LATAM is pressuring towers of this lineup is kind of bad. Like, you kind of need them to be dead, or you need an Aegis advantage, because parking a PA in front of a tower isn't fantastic. Especially versus this Will-O-Wisp and a Medusa too. Like, if they can find just a root or something into the Gorgon's grasp, she's gonna have to burn her BKB. She's gonna have to burn her Manta. She becomes vulnerable. And now OG got to decide, like, how do we continue this game? Like, do we have to wait till we have a Nullifier and an Aegis on Hector, and then that's how you get the big fight win? Because I kind of feel like that's the solution.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one of the things that you could look to, because, I mean, he basically needs to be terrifying. Like, between the Slardar and the PA jump, they need to be able to kill the Coddle or the Mirana and just sort of like start whittling people down. Because basically, I think the Darkseer is doing almost nothing but enabling them now. Like, that's his main goal. And like the Tusk Warlock, probably Warlock Fatal Bonds might be the other thing that's like the best avenue of this, but it really is like not, they don't have great answers for the Ursa.
Yeah. And of course, this is a Warlock who, I mean, he has 1400 gold, but he does not have a Blink Dagger either, so it's not super reliable on the Fatal Bonds like we'll see some Warlocks do when it becomes like clutch factor for the game. Dark Mago will disassemble. He wants his BKB, so he's got a little bit of safety here as they move around the map. Shopify Rebellion taking a little bit of confidence after that last engagement. They're going to head right down towards that Tormentor. And again, they're just going to be too late.
Yeah. They won't get there in time. Shopify feeling good. Yopaj the one that gets the shard this time around with Blink Force Yules. Tiny is such a cool hero with this. Like, it's just all mobility and little help things there. He's just got enough damage with the rest of his kit that it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, it used to be even more absurd. Like, he's lost a lot of the damage that he used to have that made this super viable. But as long as you hit the good tosses, this definitely can be still a very strong option. Oh, Ninja Gear too. Really good for Yopaj. Moonlight Shadow here. They got some ideas. They're hunting.
Yopaj looking. Village just out of range, just out of vision. And, well, they take away that Watcher. A good Observer Ward placed down, but you can see OG playing in a place that they feel a little bit more safe.
Yeah, no gems for either side here, so could be something that we'll see in a minute, I imagine. Again, pushing out the bottom lane here on this Mirana. Worrisome here is the mid lane. Darkago tied up, but no real threat. Of course, they also have 3v1, and they know they can't jump to Llama, which is the main problem with this Medusa right now.
Right. It does feel like we get to these points sometimes in these games where it's just like, all right, everybody back away. We're going to farm for a few, rejoin the battle afterwards.
Yeah. Sometimes people complain, it's like, there's too many set objectives in Dota right now, which I can see the argument, but also people don't do anything when there's no objectives. Like, you see what happens when there's no Rosh and no Tormentor?
That's fair. Stun. Divine Llama dropping down somewhat low, and with a bunch of heroes around him, he's starting to fall. It is taking a while. It is taking a long while, and now Hector getting obliterated there by the side of Yopaj. They back out, already dead on Dark Mago. And guess what? Divine Llama still most of his mana intact.
Yes, and he was still holding a 20 charge wand, and you had a recalling in Hellscream, and he was sitting on the backside just waiting to shock for him again. So, very patient.
Don't go on the Medusa. Don't do it. It's not worth it. El Misho going to die. And the rest will keep you away. That sets up for an Aegis on the side of Shopify. Dude, last pick Medusa's dirty.
Yeah, I think it got forgotten. I forgot about it at that point in the draft as well. It was a nice grab, especially with a Coddle. I was thinking of all these Coddle combos. I didn't even go back to the Medusa. Like the most #1 right now outside of Bristle, I guess. And that, again, is going to open up an easy objective here for Shopify. And yeah, like you said, don't go on the Medusa. She is a very frustrating hero for this reason.
That was also like the MKB completed as Ursa blinked in. Like, that's really unfortunate for Hector, the timing of that one. So a big moment there, and having these items now on Tomato, just blink MKB with an Ags means that even if you get the jump on him, you're probably not going to be able to burst him before an Enrage comes out.
I'm thinking about just keeping the Radiance. I'm kind of curious right now. I
don't know.
I feel like it's worth getting rid of soon. He'll probably wait till he has Scythe Gold and then disassemble, so he has Scythe and Nullifier maybe, just for like the finisher, like when it's waves are done, it's time to actually go high ground. That's probably the plan.
I don't know why you can you disassemble Nullifier? I feel like I tried to do that the other day and I wasn't able to.
No, I don't think so.
You should be able to. It's messed up.
That would be a little too crazy if you could just go back and forth. I mean, maybe you can. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think you can, though. Or else people would probably swap it back and forth over and over. Yeah, you definitely can't. Surely.
El Misho. Goodbye. Oh? Maybe a snowball? Maybe enough to stay alive? Maybe a blink away? El Misho? Okay, never mind. It's what they call fake hype in the biz, Trent.
Dude, I'm going to blow your mind right now. Are you ready for this?
Yeah,
so Reddit thread, can we have a disassemble function for Nullifier? Okay, guess how long ago this was submitted? This is going to hurt.
4 years ago.
7 years ago.
Oh, God.
Dude, Nullifier is 7 years old? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts. By the way, she has one now on top of the Radiance. As Illich, Ghost Scepter will not keep him alive. On to Tomato. There's 3 cores around an Ursa. He's got an Aegis. Guess what? You're not going to be able to kill him in time.
Once again, Yopaj is a worthy sacrifice to the PA god. trade for a kill. Oh, are we baiting another fight in here? Or have they actually gotten the Medusa?
On Divine Llama? Why are we going on Divine Llama?
I don't know, but they're learning. They do stop.
Yeah, where is our diffusal blade? I need it. We've already got Manta on Hector. Surely.
Just sell that for the disperser?
Yeah. No, I'm saying keep the Manta, but buy a disperser.
I mean...
And you pop Manta and, you know.
I actually kind of feel like disperser might have been a better call, honestly. Ah, but Manta's just so good. Alas. Does feel like we're going to find some solution outside of just trying to avoid and ignore the Medusa.
You said it feels like they're going to find that, or they need to find
No, they need to. They must.
Okay, got it.
That's a really super fast, easy peasy dead PA.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. It's not what you want to have happen when your carry dies.
No, that's generally considered bad.
Oh my god, Divine Llama Atos is the creep wave, so that way the Ion Shell can't push out the top wave. And now they have their creep wave here.
Yeah, and he's just hammering the top while they hit mid.
This is good. Oh my god, he dropped the wall mid. Why did he drop the wall mid?
So they couldn't push it.
That's unfortunate, Trent. And that is going to be a full set of racks going down. Shopify coming up with answers that were needed and presenting new questions.
Oh, what a blink. He's living.
Well, he was. Maybe we're going to see a Centaur stomp there, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Moose will eventually be chased. In the meantime, Dark Mago back on high ground, jumps in, pops BKB, cannot get the kill, and now they're going to take another tower. Another set of racks.
Yeah, indeed. We got 10 more seconds till Hector can join his squad.
Okay. I'm ready.
3,
Need your hammer.
2, 1.
Unfortunately, no wall means this is going to be a little bit tougher.
Aegis down. It's go time. Dun, 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 dun. I'm glad we both decided there had to be some music there.
Yep. Gotta raise the spirits.
I was going for Guile's theme, you know.
Yeah, I like that one. It's a good theme.
A good one.
Hey!
Ooh, see ya. That's one.
Skem goes down. Can you believe it? All right, now just don't go on Divine Llama. Whatever you do. It's just a wall there, stopping any extra action. Topaz with the toss back. They buy back on Mirana. Dark Mago runs away, slept, pushed to the high ground. Atos catches him. Do they have any help? Warlock Golem is at the ready, but they get the blink out.
Hey, Spears into a blink here. They could go back in.
Okay, a little bit of time.
Yeah, there's no Wisp. Yeah.
What is the fight that they're looking for? What's that perfect combination? They need Ion Shells on everybody. Divine Llama is...
He's calling for it. He's saying they're all here, and he wants them to jump him right now.
Yeah.
And they're trying to jump anyone else.
Oh, no. No, Divine Llama. Gorgon's Grasp, Meteor Hammer. They scan. They know that they're there. Are they pushing mid? Okay. This is an interesting idea. Well, it doesn't work. And now Shopify are wrapping around themselves.
Okay, but Illich has the blink, right? He's got the vacuum.
They have a good
We have
ward.
blink on Warlock.
This is a great
blink,
ward.
Vacuum bonds.
Oh god, they found him. They found him. They found him. They found him. Lich, Ghost Scepter, run away. You will Scepter lift up onto them. The big fatal bond's out, but it's not quite looking like it's enough.
Wait, Satanic though. Hector's invincible. He's going.
Backlines. Going for it. But the MKB, the damage is out. He needs to heal up. It's not going to happen. They managed to kill Hector again. Dark Mago tries to run away. The Nullifier takes off the Surge. And that is a dead Slardar. El Misho, take the DD, lest they use it against you. Another Nullifier combination. And Shopify facing off against OG.LATAM. And we're heading out across the map. joined today by our lovely, our irreverent, our beautiful, that's right, Observer Scriff. Give a bow. Or don't. That's fine. It's okay.
We're so
Divide.
blessed to have him on the Ember stream.
That's right.
How did we land him? Do you think he must have chose? He's probably like, wow, Mike and John and Trent and Lyrical? I know where I want to be.
It's just like you could choose to have positivity in your life or not, and you would choose to have positivity. That's all I'm seeing.
That's what he's here for. And clicking heroes to show us their items. Look at that belt of strength and boot and branches rather. What a tanky enigma.
That's an interesting build to start. Divine Llama just goes for it, you know?
Universal heroes. There's no punishment. They just do whatever they want.
We need to stop all that. You know what? We need a fifth attribute. We need a wisdom.
There's only three.
You get strength, agi, intelligence. Let's get a wisdom, hero.
Yeah, and you just get it based on how old your Steam account is. It's gonna help counter the Smurfs. You get a wisdom attribute.
Oh, trading it out. Yopaj a little bit quicker. Oh, Yopaj Ember. This brings me back. This was back when like he was everybody was talking about how dominant he was across the world. This was like the next big mid to come out of anywhere. Let's see if he can pull back that again.
Well. All right. Well, we do have the Underlord going into the Enigma, so this sounds good, right? I assume this is what they want at least. Very good setup here then from OG.LATAM.
Yeah.
I don't know how effective. I'll be curious to see how effective the Firestorm is, because like they have the resistance and everything. I feel it'll be kind of okay. Some denies already.
You're dealing with the Firestorm, but then also the March of the Machines, which is pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Hellscream is not pulling waves though, so it does look like they want to try and play this straight up. Already some good denies coming out from the Tinker and the Underlord. At this stage, 2-2 on the Underlord, and not really getting much on Divine Llama. Only one deny. This is looking much better for them down bottom.
Let's see if it gets any better here. Is up top. El Micho just throwing in some chicken fingers. He's got the tendies. Oh, come on. Chicken him. Oh, look at that. Boom.
Nice.
Amazing.
Well played.
Ooh, not so well played, though. Loses the range creep on that one.
Could not get the kill on the courier either there. Something to watch for. Should note that in the mid lane, currently 2-2 on the Ember versus Mago 7-6. I'm feeling like I'm eating my words here.
Yeah, we also have him going for the, he went for the double impact, and he's taking points in the Flame Guard, whereas I believe when we last saw this matchup, we had the Chain Gang coming out from Emo. And he was going for Bolas as well, right? He was totally ignoring Flame Guard. I think it was versus a Shaker, at least.
Yeah. No, definitely. It was some solid stuff. Dude, they did just kill off all of the Eidolons bottom, by the way. Still just level 1 on the Demonic Conversion. Excuse me, Demonic Summoning.
Right, yes, we're no longer converting. Yes, we're crafting them out of nothingness. Or as my son tried to explain today, how do we know what color the air is if we can't get rid of everything behind it to see what color it is? And I said, what are you talking about? He said, like, you know, how do we know what color the air is if there's always something behind it? And I said, well, how would you solve that? He said, like, what if we just dug out a part of the world till it was nothing? But that might take years. Then we could know what color air is. And I said, well, what about looking up into space at the air? Doesn't that mean you can see what color it is? And he said, that's just the color of space. So I don't know.
That's good.
I don't know what his idea is, but man, it was warping my brain on the drive today.
I like it. Dude, there's a battle going on. A heck of a battle, and they completely outplay. Divine Llama gets the double kill. Will lose Hellscream for his issues, but that is a good chunk of the way towards the drums. What a nice play.
So this is a situation where you think you're more powerful than them because of what's been happening in the lane. You're throwing down the Marches, you're throwing down the Firestorm, but then DeviLlama brings the fight over here, and you don't have everything up and available, and you don't have as much of a confined space to utilize your benefits, and he whoops you. That was a great Enigma play.
That was definitely nice. Yeah, I mean, if there was Firestorm or if there was March of the Machines, they win that battle, but both of them were down. And at the 4-minute mark, it does look like it's just going to be a trade-off of water runes here.
Dark Mago can't actually go for it, though, by the looks of it.
Oh, right. I thought that was Moose, but no.
I mean, he was going to go for it, and then he's just like, oh, I can't. I think he saw Hellscream on the ward. Okay, that's just a rude dagger to throw. He like chucked that from the rune trying to hit Dark Mago as he starts he smiles up.
Good. I like that.
Get out of my lane, guys. Without help, bros.
Wait, I just realized that I have Dark Mago muted. I should unmute him.
That's tough.
Yeah. Well, they are bullying back a little bit now. Some good moves to recover how this lanes has started. And yeah, Dark Mago having a bit of a tough time against Yopaj here.
Jeez.
He's
got one Fairy Fire. If he gets a double impact on him, that could be trouble. Big trouble.
And yeah, he's just gonna walk all the way back home on the Earthshaker. Can't really afford to do anything else.
He still has a big CS advantage, to be clear. Like he's okay. He's still ahead gold-wise.
Does have a Fairy Fire for afterwards, but the Blood Grenade secures the kill. And DeviLlama at the same time going to be got down bottom. Illich moves in, and with this Demon's Reach is actually killing off the Eidolons pretty effectively.
That's so much damage early. You never see like 100 at this point in the game, but getting the kills like that is crazy. Dude, I mean, now he's top of the board because he can just cleave through everything. My God, he hits so hard. He could just nuke this wave.
Yeah, I mean, if DeviLlama summons, it's a really big problem.
Yeah, I think he's hoping
he's not summoning right now. As Mago goes down, and so too will the Ember. Big battle in mid as Skem chasing around, and the shackles are there with the amplify damage. It was almost enough, but a Tame the Beast came out. That stopped any extra action. Slowdown comes in. El Misho turns the chicken finger hit. They do have the Ether Shock. Punches coming in. Goes for the box play. Escape act and out.
All right, we are just duking out in the mid lane, and we got a couple of 1v1s on the sides, I guess, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
How has that gone down for Hector being up here? He's doing okay. Again, we talked about how all this pure damage from the TA doesn't actually usually matter versus TB, but now they're laning versus each other, so it has. And I'm sure that's probably why he's getting the edge in this laning stage, because pure damage is very scary for a TB.
Yeah. Dude, the fact that they might be thinking about going mid again in a second here too, because Mago got that kill without using Echo Slam. So something to watch for. As can they do it? Yeah, Black Hole catches on to both of them, damage out, and it's enough to kill Illich. Afterwards, Moose starts to fall, and body blocked by DeviLlama at the end means the Eidolons finish off the work.
Guys, DeviLlama's 5-1-0 on Enigma right now.
Yeah, this is crazy.
This is beastly. You do not see this very often at all, especially in a matchup where they felt like they had an edge. I mean, they had March of the Machine, they had Firestorm. You're thinking, oh, nice, we got this Enigma shut down. He got a double kill on Underlord, and DeviLlama with the first Black Hole catches 2. Very confident that he was going to get him on that TP in.
The other thing is that Underlord is currently doing this max atrophy build, which is good when things start going well, but once the atrophy stacks wear off, it means that you have a level 1 Firestorm and a level 1 Pit of Malice to play around. You know what I mean? It's kind of bad once the fight stops happening.
Yeah, if the snowball ever melts, you're not gonna have a good time here.
And a big rotation bottom.
Yeah, this is rune popped on Yopaj.
DeviLlama tips Illich preemptively.
That is a preemptive tip for sure.
That's crazy.
There are no bolas here on Yopaj though, so no way to wrap him up.
Sticking around for a little bit. I mean, if he can survive just staying down here with 4 heroes in the area, that feels pretty good. While that was happening, the entire Ancients and hard camp was taken by the Earthshaker. Illich backing all the way to behind the Tormentor. They killed the creep wave, and now there's nothing else. Moose is dragging the other wave and is just going to be able to clear through it.
Oh, he's just running away with potential TP as well. Hellscream's at least going to push some pressure on him.
After clearing through those waves, Dark Mago's 2 levels ahead of the Ember.
Yeah, already had a bit of an edge, but then going up there and doing that giant dunk in the neutrals will... I mean, you love it when the Shakers are able to make that work. Llama continuing the pressure here. Can beat the drums again here if he wants, but the march, the threat of the firestorm, and just the general cleave is enough to hold them back.
Interesting. Yeah, they're holding it steady. I mean, it is still the Enigma that's top of the charts in terms of net worth, and working towards a pipe next means that the black hole isn't even completely necessary. It's like all these other, you know, aura items that you're getting. Gonna cause some issues. And an invis rune for the Earthshaker.
It's a lot of mixed damage on the side of OG.LATAM, you know? Like, the pipe's good, for sure, but then there is still a lot of physical damage that's gonna be coming out here, like, from the Underlord and from the TB, from the wards and everything, but for the most part, yeah, the pipe solid versus the Tinker, especially to let you actually, like, progress when they're trying to hold you back with nothing but spam.
Yeah. This is a really cool build by the Underlord. Like, he hits so much damage this early. Just, like, has that casual Gloves of Haste, a lot of stats. It's hard to knock him out of here.
And he's not going all in like Chrysalis does, like the Mask of Madness or something, because he is still the offlaner, you know.
Right.
He does still want to consider it, but just getting a little bit more opportunities to farm here.
I mean, he's got to have so many Eidolon kills at this point in the game. Caught in mid. Dark Mago gets to the far end, gets the invis off, and now can decide to stick around if he wants. Yep, just bottles up. Almost at Blink Dagger.
I mean, while that's happening, though, you've got your Hellscream, or sorry, a Moose who was just farming on the Tinker. He was just in there, clearing through the stacks. Top support by 1,500 gold right now.
Black hole.
The idea of greening it out's happening.
Out on bottom. Down, almost dead. Has a stick charge on Enigma in case things get testy, and yep, they're fine. Take down that Underlord.
Feels like Illich is just resigning himself to dying during Black Hole. He just wants to like play tight on the wave anyway, you know? Because no one was coming to help him. Tower taken out here is... Moose is going to stack for his opponents. That's nice of him.
I'm not sure if they're going to take that one or not. Yeah, I mean, this is sort of what I was talking about, though, that like this window right here, you're sort of left in a weird spot as the Earthshaker because you win your lane, things look good, but then it's like, what do you do at this point? They're going to try and go up top instead. They find this TA, good damage out El Misho, but they box him, and Yamato turns around with the refraction, starts to hit onto Illich, and this is an Underlord in trouble and now dead. They will drop wards, but Hellscream providing a lot of value in this one. It jumps in. Oh, Dark Mago wanted to find him. Gets the block off there with the fissure. Does have Echo Slam at the ready if they want to use it, but put to sleep for the moment. Divine Llama gonna be chased down and killed.
Yeah, fortunately for them, not able to get anyone else, but this is still a big win here. So able to just easily take down the tower. They're gonna get a lot of space here. Moose is gonna TP back mid to try and deal with this separate split push that the Yopaj is performing in the mid lane here. And Illich just returns to the bottom lane to keep this pressure going.
Yeah.
All right,
getting back.
EKB Blink is looking like the plan next though for Divine Llama. You know, he's done his stuff. He's got a barrier. He's got his drums, and he's like, I want to win this game. It's a great game for it. I mean, they do not have a solution, to be clear.
No. It's going to be like Tinker, Blink Abyssal or something with Aether Lens.
Perfect. I love it.
Opage? No. He's fine. There are 3 heroes here. Black hole 30 seconds away. And taking a chance on Rune top. I get it. It's an illusion.
Such a funny combo with an Earthshaker, though, to do like Blink Echo Slam into Fiend's Gate, but I feel like that's kind of their play. Like, you know?
Yeah.
That's sort of the follow-up that you have right now if you actually want to make moves on the map with Dark Mago. Which means that you sort of want to try and make plays around objectives if you can, because then you're running in, you're dropping the wards. So I think that's going to be the plan. Dark Mago's going to link up with the 2 supports. They're probably going to smoke. They're going to run towards bottom lane. They're going to try and find a fight down here. And will Hector join them through the gate, or is he just going to stay? That's the question.
Yeah, I guess you can gate to Hector if Illich is there for the fight, and then he can just come through the gate.
Yeah, if they're close enough for the follow-up pit, that's true.
More stacks being made by Skem.
All right, they send in some illusions here. There are some good dire wards, but they don't spot the way that Dark Mago's moving. So they might move into this high ground without knowing the Shaker's here. This could be a great bait with this Earthshaker illusion. If they manage to trick a bad black hole or something. Here comes. He's coming out. Will he get got? Immediate black hole. Immediate black hole.
No,
Doesn't do it.
no.
Divine Llama. He doesn't flinch.
They're taking this right now. This is scary. Scary, scary, scary. Earth Splitter already out. Now looking, finding. They get the Tinker to start this fight and also getting Mago. Both of them caught. Moose in no man land. They buy back on Earthshaker, trying to take down the Tormentor, and they manage to claim it. Moose will TP out.
Oh, he gets daggered. Die back, Mago.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
He's tipped already.
Team? Oh God!
You look at the minimap and they're just all gone.
Oh, that one hurts.
My goodness.
Earthshaker was like 2,000 net worth above Ember at the start of all of that. And now he's like 1,000 gold behind Yopaj.
That was expensive. Oh, we don't want to see it again. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, they tried to set up, try to find a play. He was big braining a little too hard, I think, with the illusions. You know? Didn't really take note of where his actual hero was.
No. Black hole? Not enough to take him down. The Crimson Guards staying alive. The Lich found by Yopaj. The stomp is there. And with Tomato moving
the Echo
in.
Slam right here. Oh, wouldn't that be look at a clump there?
Oh, if only. All right. Oh my God, he queued up a Midas. I feel the pain. I feel the pain, man. Oh yeah.
There it is.
They will catch another. El Misho goes down. It's only a 3,000 gold lead, but it's like a 20K like mental lead right now.
Emotional lead, yeah.
the pain that's been felt.
Yeah, there's enough tilt there that their chairs and their little gamer wheels are all rolling slowly towards Dark Mago right now. You right over there, buddy? Everything okay?
That one hurt.
Got a long road to recovery here. Oh, not another one. Not your TV.
Hector? Wait, what? Is he really going in right now?
Mago's here. They were considering a YOLO play by the looks of it here. Oh, maybe still. El Misho's going in. El Misho? Crazy.
Finds one. Alephis. Now the pit down. Yamato, he's up in a weird spot. Need to get a Sunder up. Need to get a Sunder up. He finds it, and then take him down once. Can they do it again? Caught in
here.
that Wheel of Wonder. Moose gets a little bit of defense matrix to stay alive, but not
Big
enough.
dunk.
And now Hector in trouble. A big echo, but the follow-up, it's not quite looking like it's enough. A third death for this Earthshaker in only a couple of minutes would be tragic, and it looks like tragedy is occurring. Triple kill for Tomato on this TA.
Oh my goodness, they forced it, and it did look all right. It looked like they had a chance, shockingly, into the Aegis. But Dark Mago, he got there a little bit late just because of his positioning when the fight started. And unfortunately wasn't able to find it until it was a bit too late. And then by the time he gets a really great dunk, unfortunately there's just not enough damage from his teammates at the same time. And plenty of sustain from the Dire 2s you can see coming out where their health went down, then it went back up. And I mean, this is where it all began. It was a good way to burn the initial saves right from the Ringmaster and everything, because then they weren't here for the TA. So that was actually really good news for them. Gives Hector this good chance of the Sunder, blows up Tomato. And this whole time, you're just like, all right, where is it? Where is it? And Shaker's trying to make his way there, but he's just so far back, he couldn't do it. Meanwhile, back in the game, potential jump onto Hector is dissuaded by a Tinker Shield. But Shopify are rolling.
Yeah, they are killing it right here. I mean, it's sort of been the perfect answers that we've seen from them. And in a lot of ways, just kind of naturally playing this game out the way that they want to. It started with Enigma having a great laning stage, and I feel like it dragged so much attention to the bottom side of the map that Tomato's just been able to do whatever he wants. Deso completed with Dragonlance. That triple kill got all of his charges, you know? That was like the commitment that they had to make with him early. He's been able to do whatever he wants. Now, smoke bottom. Oh, no. This is bullying at this point. They find him, and let a poor man get his Midas. What a drop off.
Yeah. He's, you know, it's good of him to give some space to his support Tinker to become the core.
That's true.
Yeah. Positives.
I mean, Moose is definitely getting some farm on him. Almost level 12. Getting towards that Blink Dagger. Has the Solar Crest Holy Locket already completed.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All they really need to do is get the control from the Shaker, and then Terrorblade will do all the damage.
Right. Yes. You know, Sunder 1, that's a lot of damage, because you know you're going to be low HP in these fights.
Oh, yeah.
And then maybe hit some other ones, maybe with Reflection. That's good. That's damage.
True.
He's all damage.
Is under attack.
Honestly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But, alas, there's also going to be a BKB Black Hole pretty soon.
That's true. That is
That's
a bit
scary.
of a concern.
Well, don't go for the Aghanims, too. Don't make it worse, buddy.
Yeah, Anki's gonna. Lich gets hit by Yopaj. Will drop the pit and walk away. Going for the
Good work
Aghanims
here.
on Illich. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think that actually makes a lot of sense with the Shaker, too. Blink, slam into the Fiend's Gate is pretty cool. And there it is. It's Midas time.
You do gotta love it.
You don't, actually.
Okay. All right. It's fair.
I feel like more often than not,
disagree.
you don't love the Midases on your team. I'll just say it. That you'd agree with that.
Disagree.
Oh, okay. I think
mean,
you like
you're
it when
part
you
of
get
your own
Midas.
team, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fair point. There's no team without ME.
Yeah. And so Shopify trying to do the normal things they need to do to close out the game, find these heroes around the map that you can make pickoffs happen on as they try and split it up. And this is another hero to pick off. So Dark Mago will die. A little bit of a tough situation.
I just keep hearing the moves just TPing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just people, allies are dying, enemies pushing in, killing towers. You just hear whoop. this.
Good impersonation. I like that.
Thank you. All this pain on his fingers for what?
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's true. Every Tinker game like gives you just a little bit more arthritis.
Yeah, no, I can remember like playing Carry Naga for a little bit, and one game went like an hour, and at the end of it, I was just like, I could never. I couldn't just do this. I could not play this all the time.
That's the like the real pro gamer stuff.
Yeah,
You know.
they've earned it, honestly, when they're playing those heroes.
I think sort of like horse, right? If you get an A, an R, and so on, to just when you fill up the board, that's when you have it. Elmisho gonna push up top lane. They got some more wards. This is gonna be a tier 2 tower as Illich found for a moment. Could try and go through his own gate, but does not look like that is going to be what happens. Scam actually is the one that claims that kill, but Hector and Elmisho managed to take that top tier 2 tower.
They are being annoying. I will say that. Unfortunately, Tomato is hitting their tier 3 right now, and they will probably need to respond to this.
Or
Not seem to be scared.
hear me out. Look at what's going on
Okay.
here. All right, Yopaj shows up, but I don't know if Hector's not leaving. Hector's like, you gotta bring back more than just this Ember from. Okay, he's leaving.
Is under attack.
Okay, they're baiting.
Maybe they go back in for another round. Maybe an Elmisho. Oh, he doesn't have blink. Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Okay, tier 3 down. Creeps are coming.
Tier 3
All right, Mago's
getting
ready.
hit up top.
Under attack.
They're thinking about it. Oh, they're bringing back a couple now. Okay, Hector needs to run. They get the Atos. He does not have an easy way out of this one now. And yeah, as everybody returns, the Wheel of Wonder sunders his teammates, reveals Elmisho's position. Elmisho, hide! Oh, TP out of there, buddy. Or does he wait? He might stick around. Oh, this is the
Trying to
best
wait
play by
now.
Elmisho. This is so... Oh, no! Divine! He blinked on top of him! Oh, unfortunate.
I don't even think he scanned for that.
No.
No, he just knew it in his bones.
Wow.
He just got the 50 black hole damage per second talent as well to go with his blink BKB.
Very cool.
Oh, do it. Let it rip, Divine Llama.
I think Yamato is letting it rip right now onto Illich, too.
Come on, Divine Llama. Come on, buddy. Oh, coward.
Oh, he didn't
Coward
do it.
behavior.
Illich? Oh, he
do
gets
it.
TP out. Okay. Goodness. Goodness gracious.
Middle tower has fallen.
It's a 12k lead.
Yeah, it feels like more, if I'm going to be honest.
Yes, it does. Part of it is just that, the way they fight is so anchored around this idea of the Earthshaker getting the play. And like he has
Yeah.
to get some sort of a crazy dunk, and yet there's so many saves and issues with that, like Scam with Guardian Greaves, Ringmaster save, there's a pipe. So it would take a colossal mistake in terms of positioning on the side of Shopify Rebellion to create that opening
Yeah,
from OG.LATAM. But, I mean, that's your job as the losing team. You got to force that bad positioning
exactly.
somehow.
Pull them across the map, make them feel uncomfortable, and eventually start to pressure them around here. And that's one thing that's good about Tinker, right? He's sort of providing all this like passive little bits of annoying, pressure that you don't want to have to deal with as the side of Shopify. And they are going to even drop snakes now, forcing out a glyph. The TB illusions are going to tank a lot of the tower hits, and Yopaj, she's
Hector.
going to find Hector. Saving the chains. No, pops it now. Hector runs right into Divine Llama, and with everybody else there, that's going to be enough. But always a bright side. Tier 3 tower is down as we lose Elmisho, and maybe going to get a range Rax. The first Rax of the game going to the side of... Can they get it? No, they won't. Divine Llama's here.
Nah, surely not, right? I mean, they hit pretty hard, but not that hard. Can he get any denies on his snakes, though? That's the real
Does not
test
look
here.
like it.
No.
But 2 didn't die.
And they do have the most racks damage.
Yeah.
Let's see, with 364 on the Radiant range racks, 209 on the Dire range racks. Like, whoa. Big lead here for the Radiant right now. Please ignore the gold lead and everything. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Scriff.
All right, we have BKB.
We got another one. My llama's on
Shaker.
the chase again.
Oh,
Look
God.
at this 555 movement speed through the river. Zooming. Oh, he got
warp flared
teleported.
him. He warp flared him. That was sick. That was so good. He gets the blink out. Moose, what a god.
Oh, man.
That's cool.
Fabulous.
Dire's turret has been killed.
All right, they've done a great job of keeping this lead here.
Yeah.
It should be bigger by now, for sure, with how this has gone. They've actually given themselves one more fight.
This is actually, I mean, him dying is a big deal. Wait a minute. There's actually an opportunity here.
He's getting greedy.
If Dark Mago can get a decent jump, this actually, because there isn't that hard save now. Stuff to do with BKB Black Hole.
So good, though.
Yeah. All right. This is not it. It's over.
No.
It's
over.
That literally is the end of it as soon as he jumps in right there. I mean,
Are you denying this tier 2?
BKB.
Are you denying this tier 2 right now as Radiant? I'm denying this. Don't give it to him, Hector.
Get the gold.
Like, come on.
Get the gold. Go for gold. It doesn't look like it.
I mean, he's going to one-tap it.
Don't deny your own buildings. Don't give him the satisfaction.
All right, fair enough. Well, isn't that not giving the satisfaction by doing the deny, though? I feel like that's how I take away the satisfaction.
I guess that's true. Maybe I hadn't thought this through all the way.
All right,
we got a shrink ray.
We do. Now, here's the thought. Like, can you simply shrink them enough that Echo Slam squishes them like they're a Goomba?
I like that.
I feel like that should come into play.
I don't know if he's going to be able to do that exactly. Hector, in the meantime, is pressuring bottom tier 1 tower, has a catapult there too, and immediately Force Staff runs away. So some good pressure being mounted on this bottom side of the map. They're going to run through and try and catch him. Scan connects. That one was actually on Dark Mago, though. So Hector farming up this camp, it's going to keep him alive. While instead they turn to Dark Mago, he will... Oh, the BKB. Not going to matter against the black hole.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to use the first BKB.
Little unfortunate. But Divine Llama lets it rip. Just want to give it to him for free. Up top, though, on the TA, Tomato, he's going to lose the Aegis here.
An opportunity. He gets Warp pulls back in. All right, all right, all right. Maybe an opportunity for more. They bring in Yopaj, does have his BKB back up again, so it's just going to be the Aegis. Still, an Aegis and getting away cleanly is a big deal. Can they chase down this terribly? Silence.
Bad one.
No, he's good. He's got his Manta too.
And nice use of the Fiend's Gate to just escape out after. Almisho runs past and will go for the next wave by the looks of it here too. So he's going to cut here.
They're buying time.
They really are.
Oh, they saw
They're
him on the
being very
TA
annoying.
trap.
I mean, even if he dies, it's given time for the Shaker to come back, and he is by.
Right.
Gives up on it, though. He has so much show on this wave. He's waiting for the next one. Very tactical.
I mean, the other
from
thing,
Almisho.
him staying up here. Oh God, blink away.
Blink. Mission impossible here for Almisho.
Dun 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 dun. The spotlight was on him too.
He lived.
That's awesome. I love that.
Oh my God, they're actually cutting into the lead. It's going down.
Yeah.
It's shrinking.
I mean, this is what you need. This is what Tinker provides for you too. Because Almisho being up there also is like gives Moose a target to TP on. Hector.
How about Hector this whole game? Yeah, his positioning has just been fantastic. He's constantly been in enemy territory, and he's only died 3 times somehow.
Dark Mago bottom.
Mostly because of this. Yeah, mostly because they're just after Dark Mago the whole time.
And like, as much as we were clowning on him, it is actually working for him too. This Midas is paying off for itself. Like, he's getting to the Aghanim Scepter. I don't think that they were in a position to be able to fight before either. So like, you know, it's not terrible. They go towards mid, drop down wards again. Tier 1 tower is gone. Now, there is another issue. TA
What's
just
that?
got Aghanims.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes it a lot harder to do this splitting around the map, doesn't it?
Yeah. A whole lot. And harder to kill her.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, they're smoking bottom. Illich, you're dead.
Drops down the gate. They hit him, and he is gone. So
Well, that was a quick use of the TA eggs.
yeah. Very big reveal. And the full set of racks is going to go down this time. They can spam out the heal bots, but obviously with Roche's banner there, not going to do much. Enigma, Blink Dagger, back off cooldown soon. They are
mid-tier 2.
pressuring. Yeah, the mid-tier 2 going down. They're going to take the tier 3 mid, though, a little bit bigger. But then Hector makes the call to go up top and get a lane of racks themselves. So they're doing everything that they possibly can to try and, like, force back the entire side of Shopify Rebellion. It's really annoying to play against.
And they're TPing up moves as well.
Wow. I mean, they got a range Rex, and they saved their Rex mid.
All right, the nuisance continues. This is one of those games where it's, you know, at first it was kind of hard for the Radiant not to tilt out. Now you just got not tilt out as the Dire.
Yeah.
These are some of the most frustrating games of Dota to play, where you know you're winning, but you know that you just gotta keep chasing them around the map and slowly growing your lead, and going high ground could be a disaster. Gotta make sure you have all your items every time here. Again, they're close by, but without Dark Mago, I don't think you want to try to open up any sort of a gank.
No. But at the same time, you also have the ability to reconnect really easy with Illich. They will lose El Misho. Nullifier doing some good work there too. Hector will catch this creep wave eventually while they chase him through the gate. But already out across almost halfway to the other side of the map.
Oh, moves.
And the scan is there. Yeah, they know.
All right, he gets out, he goes up.
He's working on a scythe, dude.
Yep. Not
Can
much
you
else to do.
imagine? Like, at the end of the day, if TA is dead, a lot of their damage goes away with that. Sure, Yopaj has a lot too. You've got the BKB Black Hole, but he doesn't have Refresher yet. If you don't get everything out of it, or if there's some big buybacks that happen, this is not an insurmountable lead.
Yeah, if you're thinking about how to win a fight right now as OG.LATAM, it comes down to, like, the thing that's most likely to happen is to not let them get a good black hole. Like,
Right.
obviously, yeah, blowing up the TA would be great, but the thing that you can actually aim to do is really focus on the fact that you don't let them get a super solid black hole. Maybe if it's just one hero who gets BKB black holed, then that's fine. If you have buyback, you try and play around that, and then try and take the fight after. That's a good way to do it. So we'll see if they can find any sort of a solution, because again, they don't have any way to actually stop a BKB black hole once it has started. There's
Right.
nothing.
El Misho is also running around the map and using his courier nearby with a gem to de-ward a bunch of these traps. And El Misho.
Oh my god, he lives. I mean, can you really do that though? Because I guess it's 2 seconds to TP in, so as long
Yeah.
as there's not two traps next to each other. But if you're doing this, running around with a gem trying
Yeah.
to kill these, if you start killing one trap and there's one next to it, she's gonna
Yeah.
TP in and blow you up.
It's true, but that's
like
why
he
he
has
has this
no
courier
ghost.
nearby.
Yeah, I guess to try and salvage the gem.
Yeah. And like, your life isn't worth that much, you know? No offense.
Wow. Guys, don't listen to Lyrical. It's okay. I think we're all worth it.
Refresher shard is a big get for Shopify. Enigma will have easy access now to double BKB Black Hole, and that is pretty hard to stop. It's actually impossible to stop right now, but it's pretty hard to deal with, I guess.
Simply kill him with damage from Hector, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, we don't stop the Black Hole, we just kill him through it. Unfortunately, that's also really hard to do with the Ags on the Enigma.
Yeah. I do think, like, the Underlord Aghanims might play a little bit of a role there. Like, if you can, for instance, let's say that you get a big jump in BKB Black Hole from Divine Llama, and then you, like, drop Pit on the TA so she can't blink forward. That might be one way that you can help deal with, like, at least some of the BKB Black Hole shenanigans.
That's true. We're going to pass the Aegis to Tomato. They've got the refresher shard on Divine Llama. And they're still pushing.
Yeah.
Oh, they're bringing the snakes.
I think they're
going
for the tier 3. Yeah.
Oh, they're so obnoxious.
This is pretty good.
Is used. Can Illich find a TP back, do you think, with the gate? Because if they TP in Vision, it will get canceled.
Yeah, it's true. Do you go for just like tier 4s? I think that they get them before you. Jump in, find Illich. Illich slept. They decide to go. Or splitter? Nope. He's fine.
All right. Yopaj TPing back.
Auto hits it. Yeah, that is a full tier 3 tower dead. Can they take the fight now? BKB Black Hole connects onto 2. They're living, and, well, they've only gotten 1 with it. The second BKB Black Hole, this time onto Hector. That is enough to kill him off. No buyback on the Terror Blade. Very important connection for the kill. Dark Mago backing away, able to get out of range of those side blades. Moose is dead. That is a dieback for him, but they get the shackles onto Tomato. Unfortunately, no Terror Blade means no real chance for any type of follow-up damage there. BKB out from Illich. Everybody's still alive on the side of Shopify Rebellion. They are going to finally put an end to this nuisance of a game. As that refresher, it did its job.
The fresh BKB as well, unable to be used. For sale, BKB never used, you know.
The sad sight. And I meant no buyback,
So as long as he hit the Black Hole, Enigma did 2015 total damage to Terror Blade. Congrats.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they do chase out and kill Dark Mago. A rough game for him for sure. And GG is called. They have had enough, as they are going to claim a 2-0 victory on the side of Shopify Rebellion. This is exactly what they needed. You